YouTube, this is MrTimtomnaru here, and I'm doing a video on this setup. Here is my virtual setup. I have 4 virtual phones on my i7 computer. Here's my little wireless keyboard and gaming mouse here. So as you can see, I have 3 different cache magnets set up. Each one of the 4 of these is rooted, and I'm using Nox emulator to run it. So you just click start earning on one of them, and then it's going to say loading, please wait, super user granted access to cache magnet. Just give it a couple seconds. It's an i7, but I allocated 1 GB of RAM and 1 core to each emulator, and it's running Android 4.4. There is a version of this that runs 5.1, but it's kind of unstable. And considering cache magnet works with the older version, might as well use the one that works better and more stable. And this is just the thing screenshotting it, showing that it works. It automatically does this every time you start cache magnet. So just give it a few seconds. It's gonna log in here, and then once it starts, it's gonna start automatically browsing web pages, downloading apps, doing pretty much whatever it has to do to make its money. So when it says this, if it says this, just click wait, because it does take a second, and then you'll see it screenshots it one last time, saving screenshot. This is my mouse here, but this is my desktop here and the emulator here. So low battery and low storage, so this will have to be quick to finish this video. Anywho, as you can see, the super user has granted access yet again to cache magnet. So if for some reason it freezes on this main screen, you'd either want to give it more RAM via the settings here, or just try a different app. So I've already set it up with the same account on all 4 of these. That's why the balances are synced. And it is safe to use it on up to 4 devices. Any more than that, you'll have to use a different account. You shouldn't have to have a different IP address. So oops, wrong button. Sorry about that. Okay, so when you swipe down, and you can get rid of that screenshot, when you go back to cache magnet, it should say earning. If it doesn't say stop earning, that means it crashed. So, like on my second one here, for example, yeah, it doesn't say stop, so it's crashed. This is not the best example because of the fact that I didn't give it enough RAM. So I'm just going to go on each of these and hit my home button here. See, I'm on the 3rd one, hit the home button, and you can configure this to the desktop keyboard shortcut as well. Home. Okay, so for each of these, I'm going to use this thing called Cheetah Keyboard. It's a keyboard app that they actually pay you for using. So I'm going to launch it on all 4 of these. 1, should be 2, 3, and 4. And this one is actually able to run just fine with only 1 core and 1 gig of RAM. And then this is how you set up each of them. You click enable, and then you have to enable it here. It might look a little bit different if you're using an actual phone. Just click OK, and then it's going to say switch to, and then you click switch, and then you click the button, the little circle button, and now you go to scroll down, go to cache, and then you get $5 for yay. You get 5 for each device, so make sure with each of these ones that you're making that you go into the settings here, go into properties, and make sure you generate a unique IMEI for each one, even if it's cloned. So anyways, that's the general setup on how to get it set up, and then you can just go to cache wheel, and then you can actually have a Windows macro thing clicking it and clicking the back arrow for you. That way you're not just clicking click 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 a bunch times. I'll just show you guys a couple of spins, and then I gotta go because my battery's dead. It's getting late, and so is my storage. It's being full. So you can actually run multiple of these at a time. I got 0.2 of a cent. Yay! So now my balance is 50.5 5.012, which is 1.2 cents after the $5 that I started with. And then each of these you can enable each of these and get them started. But you get the picture. And let me go back so I can show you guys different ways on here. So you have your cash wheel. You can make up to $2.50. You're not actually going to make $2.50. That's only if you land on a penny each time, which is pretty rare. Make up to $9 if you have this video thing. Pretty much you just click it, wait 30 seconds, close out of it, and then wait 4 minutes, and then click it again. Now the news is pretty cool. I'll show you guys that in a separate video. But pretty much the most important thing is invite to earn money. I'm going to put this code in the description here, and I hope you guys can read it. But yeah, this is the most important thing. You invite your friends, they get $1 and you get $1. So it's a win-win situation. So if you guys don't mind helping me, that would greatly help. But this isn't the code to use though. I'll put the actual code in the description because this isn't my main account. Anyway, you guys can see I've got all 4 of them running, and they all run at the same time. I can easily get up to 8 running on one computer, but I'll have to get my RAM up to 16 or up to the max, which is 24 gigs. So I'll do an update video once that happens. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy this this wonderful virtual rig here, and my phone has the same software on it as well. But I mean, I'm using the phone to record, so I can't exactly show that off in the same video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. This is